Hi everyone, good afternoon. So, if you're out there, jump on the live real quick. Let's just have a discussion about the exam. Let me hear how was the exam. Some people messaged me, but so many of you was on last night, so I wanted to hear your opinions about the exam. I got the paper, so let me know your thoughts and I will tell you all my thoughts. Good afternoon, Tarek, Italia, Danica. Nice to see you all. How y'all doing? Hi, Isa. So let me know how was the exam. Thank you, Isa, for the birthday greetings. Nice, Danica. I love to see it. I love to hear it. Nice. So So let's start with section A. How you all thought the map was. Thank you. All right. Issa said it was a bit challenging, but it was good. So how was the map work? Tarek said it was too easy, right? So some of the feedback I got that most people thought it was a really good exam. Looking at the paper, at least CXE stuck to everything that they said that they would test in terms of broad topics. And most of the, well, I think all of the topics I went through on the live, we covered, you know. And the questions, some of the questions we did last night came, like the one on vegetation, on lattice salts. You all realize that question came, and we did that last night. What Dre said, is the first question was kind of stupid because the triangle was real hard to. Sometimes that is the problem. Remember, I tell you all take a magnifying glass to the exam. It helps to find things a bit easier on the map. But Issa, don't worry, you still have the paper one. And if you said it was a good exam and your SBA mark. So if you have a good SBA mark and the paper was good, once you do very well in the paper one, you can get a grade one easily. So we can continue to do some lives. Would you all want me to continue doing lives for paper one, to go through the paper one? Do you all want to continue doing the live sessions to go through the paper ones? That's what I'm now asking Issa, if you want to continue with the paper ones. All right. So what we can do a mixture of live and a mixture of Zoom because I still need to grow the channel so that I can stream from my mobile phone and thing because this is sickening. So if I have my mobile phone and I'm out, at least I could stream, especially when I do things outdoors. Like, today for my birthday, I went to this resort in the northern range and it's really, really nice. And you see a really nice V-shaped valley. So like when I do things, it's nice to be able to stream it or go live, but I can only do this from my laptop because I don't have enough followers yet. So y'all remember to follow the channel if you are not following. Right? So I will take a break this weekend and from next week we'll resume. Thank you, Dre. Next week we'll resume. I need to do some work on some other things that I have pending. So once I catch up on that, then I will start doing the paper ones. And the paper ones are really straightforward. Hopefully, I heard they say that they're not going to bring repeats, but we'll still do them so that you'll have an understanding. So looking at the map one, it's a basseterre map. So you all know that basseterre is volcanic. So the map itself would have had, if they ask you all drainage and stuff like that, would have been, you would have seen, of course, some radial drainage, I am sure, right? Um, they give you all, remember that same thing we were doing with the, to put in the contour line and shade above it? Remember we did a question like that. So at least that was straightforward enough for you all to be able to do. In terms of the second question, they gave you all rocks, and Geo was part. Dre said they bring in repeats. Dre, you sexy? I heard they said they're trying not to bring repeats, but you all start any paper ones yet? Did you all start any paper ones? You all sit, anybody sit paper ones yet? Oh, English. Okay, good, 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 good. Nice. So maybe they would bring repeats. So the second question, they start off with rocks, and that would have been a nice question because I was going through that. Soil creep, mass wasting. Hey, Dre, you see that question on cast and limestone? I hope that you went through it on carbonation and Nasanya, because you know I was asking, you always asking me about that a lot. So you see that question came as well. And then the vegetation in terms of latticeol. And we did that last night as well. Oh, the Caribbean map. Wait, they give you all real countries. Did y'all know which country was D, G, and E? Because we didn't do any from the Greater Antilles. D, E, and G. I hope. And A. We didn't do Guyana and Suriname, but the one in South America there, that's Guyana. Oh, only five. Only five. Okay, okay, good, good, good. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm just going through it quickly. Yes, Guyana. Guyana. And then you have G is Jamaica, E is Cuba, and then you have Dominican Republic and Haiti there. Which tiny one was killing your brain there? On the map, that tiny one is between Martinique and Guadeloupe. We did that last night. That was Dominica. She said killing her brain. Oh God, that is nice. Then they ask you all about a landslide. You see the talk about soufre. So the formation of landslide. You remember I was telling you all to learn the countries and the resources. You had to do four. So I hope you all was able to do those in terms of one renewable, one non-renewable resource for commercial purposes. So bauxite in Jamaica, oil and gas in Trinidad. You could have say um, non-renewable. You could have used as well um, bauxite. Yes, in terms of Dominican Republic, I think so. Yeah. And then the food processing industry. Two factors that may affect negatively the growth of the food processing industry. We was looking at that. Quartz in Dominican Republic, quartz is a rock type. So in terms of renew. It has to be a non-renewable, one non-renewable resource for commercial purposes. Guyana is bauxite, Dre. Guyana is bauxite, which is non-renewable. Fossil fuels, gold. You could have said gold in Guyana too. Guyana have gold, right? That's okay. Non-renewable and renewable resources. You're supposed to be able to do that. We did that. Food processing, right? Um, and then two measures implemented by government. Yes, yes, that is good. Competition from other countries. We talk about that, and of course, technology is limited. Oh, in terms of the pandemic, no. Yes, but I wonder if they would consider that answer now. What non-renewable Barbados have? Barbados do mining as well of limestone rock, mining of limestone. Out of everyone, question two was easiest. Belize has more forestry and fishing, which is renewable, right? Limestone trade, that is correct. Limestone, yeah. Overexploitation affect the supply and demand. Good, good, good. That's all right. You all are good. You all are good. You all are good with those answers there. Well, that's okay. At least you name a country still. What St. Lucia question is that? I didn't see. Which question is that? Well, they ask you why a landslide would have occurred on a mountain, on a mountainous region. It would have been the gradient of slope. If roads are controlled, the area it becomes unstable. Heavy rainfall as well, urbanization on the slopes, right? So that was the question on limestone, Tariq. Is that good? Dre say he put real man. Deforestation and roads. Yes, Dre, that's the madness. That's the that's the answer. Deforestation, cutting roads, right? Urbanization on the slopes, heavy rainfall, of course. Which Calicia, not a room for innovation. Which one are you talking about? Which question now? Because I think somebody else asked me something else. Very good, Tariq. Those are correct. Two factors negatively affecting the growth of the food processing industry. We did that. Two measures implemented, right? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can use that innovation as a challenge. What infrastructure are you talking about now? Which question is that, Dre? No, the question tell you in terms of renewable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could put nature, but nature you have to be specific, like forest, land, right? You could have said the sea, the sun, solar energy. So the sun, forest, ocean. Or the last question, let us see. So hazard and disaster, you should know that. Earthquake, a country where earthquake and hurricane, we talked about that last night as well. Dre, you know what is infrastructure? Infrastructure is the buildings and the roads. So if you have a long-term effect of an earthquake or volcanic eruption, how does it affect the infrastructure? Infrastructure would be collapse of bridges, collapse of buildings, damage to buildings. In terms of earthquake, volcanic eruption would be the ash would cover the buildings. It could cause clogging of the roads, communications would be damaged. Very good, Tariq. Yeah, and the economy would be loss of jobs, loss of income, livelihoods, right? Economic setbacks in the economy, especially if it's on like tourism, the tourism industry, like in St. Vincent. People may not visit for the while. The goal is, as you say, Dre, put something. If you don't, you might get a little 1 mark, 2 mark there, right? So that is it. And then two measures by local disaster agencies. So I hope you all remember the ODPM, and of course you talk about public education, um, implementing mitigation measures like dredging, because they tell you for any local disaster. So you could use flooding, earthquakes, etc. So all in all, I think the exam was a very good exam in terms of what they brought. It's it covered the broad topic. So it was a really straightforward exam. And once you studied and you read the question more than once, you could have put an answer that would be public awareness and education, Kimberly. Yes, you could have really answered the question and get some good marks. So I am happy that it came straightforward enough for you all. Right? So we will resume. Have a good weekend. Get some rest because some of you all had 3 days, 4 days of exam. Anybody have exams tomorrow here? Disaster warning and watches. Remember, we talk about early warning systems. So they would give us alerts beforehand. Very good, Tariq. Or on Latisol, it would have been when the leaf litter falls, right? We talk about leaf litter and organism, right? They are able to decompose and it forms the humus layer, which is the whole layer that makes up the actual Latisol horizon. Probably from Monday. So I will do a little video to let you all know. But I can't do anything over the weekend at all because I have some work otherwise that I need to work on. Which biological weathering for what, Kimberly? Which question is this now? Yes, biological weathering as well. Organisms in the soil will help with that breaking down of it. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. But you talk about the leaf litter that makes it biological, what it contributes to it, weathering of the soil. All right, so that's basically it. I'm not on to stay very long. I just wanted to say hi and to see how you all fared with the exam. Remember to keep the Google Classroom code and also the Zoom passwords for when we have class again. All right. I got in buff. So let me come off the live, y'all. Yes. Bye. Bye. So let us I will see you on Monday. Please go on. Hello. Let me go and drink some wine. We have a bottle of wine to drink.